Hi, I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World, and today I was saddened to hear about Karyn Washington, a young advocate for dark-skinned women who committed suicide at the age of 22. She was a college student. That affected me because I've been a college professor for about 20 years now, or teaching on college campuses, and it just saddens me when a young person feels that much hopelessness at such an early age. The other thing that affected me about her story is that the kids that I adopted, happen to be dark-skinned black women, and I'm not their legal father or their biological father, but I'd like to believe I'm their spiritual father. I'm willing to step in and do whatever dad is supposed to do, because some of our kids don't have dads that are able to do everything that needs to be done. And we've talked about the light skin, dark skin issue a lot, and I never realized that could be such an issue for them until I heard them kind of talk to me about that and explain that out to me. And we know that it's an issue in our community. And again, we can't attribute this to the reason that Karyn committed suicide, but we know that it probably didn't help, that she was suffering from these self-esteem issues that are related to her dark skin, and that we contribute to that by piling on to white supremacy and kind of making that an issue. So that's one reason that the case really affected me, is that this colorism issue is so pervasive in the black community, still is, and I think we have to deal with that. But then also another thing that really affected me about Karyn's situation was that as a teenager, I also suffered from depression. I don't talk about it a lot because honestly, when I talk about it, my mind goes back to that time and that place. It was a very hurtful time, a very sad time for me. It was a dark time. It's so dark that I can't remember much from high school. I can tell you every single thing I did, every year, every season, since I was 18 years old. I can't really tell you what happened, much of what happened before that, and that's because of the depression, because of feeling, really borderline suicidal. I'm going to go ahead and admit that. And one of the things that I really kind of wanted to say, and this is probably the best thing I could say in response to this situation, because I'm not sitting here pretending to be an expert on every single thing that I talk about, but I am a person, as a father, as a black man, as a human being, I felt obligated to say something to you on this, is, for any young person especially, I encourage you to always remember that you can never give up. I know most young people are probably not suicidal, but there are lots of young people who are dealing with depression, dealing with difficult situations, dealing with scenarios where you can't see your self-worth. And I'm just really here to tell you that it does get better, especially if you choose to push forward, to try to make things better, to believe things are going to get better. You keep holding on. Life changes. The stuff that matters when you're 22, 21 years old doesn't matter a whole lot when you're 27, 28. I remember, for example, when I was in college, I had this horrible girlfriend. The worst woman I ever dated. I'm just gonna put it out there. And she dumped me. She dumped me hard. I mean, it hurt my heart so bad. I was so depressed. And, and I look back on that now, and I'm thinking, wow, oh my goodness, I wasted so much time being upset about the fact that this half ratchet woman didn't want to be with me. I wasted time focused only on one person, one situation, when there were billions of other things I could have been doing at that time, billions of other places I could have been that would have made me so much happier. If I could go back and do that time over again, or give myself advice at that time, I would say, look, the future can always be brighter than the present if you focus on trying to make it that way. Second of all, if the place you are right now is dark, the best thing you could try to do is try to be in another place. If the relationship you're in is a dark relationship, find a new relationship. There are a billion other people you could be with. If the place you live or the life you're living is not a good life for you, it's a dark life for you, find a different life. There are a billion other things you could be doing. Always seek out the light. Never focus on the dark. Always look forward and up. Never look down and back, because things do get better. Hang in there. And I can say this just as a person who has dealt with depression, dealt with being at the bottom of the barrel, and it's even hard for me to talk about this because sometimes I even get emotional. But I just had to say some of this to just let people know, you got to hang on, you got to move forward, it's going to be okay. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World. Thank you, God bless, and have a wonderful day. And Karyn, please rest in peace. Goodbye.